Young Junk!
Oh, hey, what's up to our sidekicks and henchfolk out there in the mother-loving geek nation? Thank you for tuning in to CultPop Podcast Extravaganza Live, episode 131. If you're new here, this is a place where we talk about comics and movies and TV and the proper pronunciation of M3GAN and all the other things that scratch your nerdy little itch.
Tonight, we're broadcasting to you live from Young Junk HQ, a bomb-ass podcast studio in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
I'm your host, JD of Johnny Destructo's Hero Complex, located at 4327 Philadelphia. No, Main Street, Philadelphia, PA, a rad-ass comic shop that caters to rad-ass individuals just like you. So get in there and buy stuff because I want to keep it open. With me tonight is the constant petulance. I was going to say constantly petulant.
No, constant petulance because it's just a state of being that is constant. A constant petulance. Me. No.
Hey, there he is.
Hi, everybody. Is it M3GAN or M3GAN?
M3GAN, because it's M3GAN 2.
That's
That's not how the language works.
That's not how the language.
That's not how
2.0.
phonics works. That's not how letters work.
M3GAN
You don't know.
2.0.
I do. Actually, I do. It's pretty documented.
What, did you go to school for it? Doubt it. M3GAN 2.0.
or something?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. But more importantly than me,
No.
with us is the host of your other favorite podcast, Inside the Morgue, Alice.
One wasn't enough for me. Hi.
Mm.
And
That's
even
it.
more importantly, perhaps, the most importantest with us in our booth. Our booth, it's mine now. It's our expert producer.
My booth.
A booth.
Ew.
Dylan, if anyone watching or listening wants to know more about Young Junk and the services they offer, where can they inquire?
Just hit me up by my email, dylan@youngjunk.com, and that'll get you started.
It's down.
It's down here now.
It's either down. It's down on the screen, whether you're here, or there, or on her, or on him,
me. Oh.
or on me. It's just down.
Hey, tonight we'll be discussing what is technically the #1 horror movie in the country, sequel to the 2022 smash sleeper hit M3GAN 2.0.
M3GAN 2.0.
M3GAN.
I want to say M3GAN because it's more fun to say.
It really is.
More better mouthfeel. More
It
better
does.
mouthfeel.
You know what sounds better than both of them?
Megan.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. But before we do that, we're going to talk about what we've been up to
You
this
shouldn't have
past
put a 3
week.
in there.
They call her
that's
Megan in the
true.
movie. She's
In
Megan.
the what's poppin' section of the show, and maybe some listener email, but definitely not because we didn't get any. Your turn.
Not so gentle reminder that if you're here live, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. And if you're watching later, you can do all those fun things too.
Yeah. We love a little back and forth, so pipe up in the chat. It's right there. I can see it. You're there. I see you.
at it.
Type stuff. Or email us at cultpopgo@gmail.com.
I'd like to just get it out of the way now. I have something in my eye, and it won't come out.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna. I'm gonna.
It's true.
It's a little glimmer.
It's my future.
It's a glimmer of, yeah.
There's a future in my eye, and it's really pissing me off. So, sorry if every single clip Dylan is going to be doing this.
He's just really into winking right now.
Yeah.
His contact might be behind his eye.
Well, details don't matter, JD.
So
It
look
just
for
hurts.
that.
Yeah.
If you see it, let us know.
Speaking of things behind my eye, what's popping for you this week?
I'll tell you what's popping
That's how
for me.
segues work.
So for M3GAN 2.0, there was actually a legitimate Insomnia Cookies tie-in cookie.
Not in the movie though.
Yeah, they didn't eat them in the movie.
There's no
You would
like
think
drive-through or like
insomnia cookies.
Yeah.
near a sign of insomnia cookies.
she does like a TikTok dance in the middle of an insomnia or something.
or like
Way to kill
somebody's
somebody.
on their social medias, and then there's a
Yeah.
insomnia
No, there was no product placement. Strange.
No, not at all.
So yeah, if you don't know, Insomnia Cookies is a stay open late cookie joint, and they're all over the place. And there's
they all
one
over
right
the
down the street from us. I don't know.
They're regional.
I don't know.
They're in New
Hey.
York also.
Our fans in Australia.
Do you have Insomnia
Do you have
Cookies?
insomnia cookies?
So I brought some. They look like they look like this.
These are official Megan Sugar Slay cookies.
Sugar Slay. That's right. Sugar Slay.
They are sugar
for you.
cookies. Oh, we're doing it right away?
We're doing it right now.
Not-
when else are you gonna do it?
During the movie
Right.
review?
Yep. Oh no, we're doing it right now. It's cookie time.
So
baby.
there's shit in them.
Yep, there is.
Oh, God.
Oh, there
I'm
is.
so excited.
Ooh.
I'm gonna love this.
Can we get one of these? Like, it's just pink inside. I think that's probably frosting.
Yeah, it's sugar cookie frosting.
What do you think, JD? Describe the mouthfeel.
My teeth hurt
Is that because of the cookie?
because of all the sugar.
Give me 14 more.
I'll tell you what.
No,
I'm not mad at it.
This slaps. I don't like insomnia cookies that much.
My wife thinks they're way too sugary.
They're way too buttery. They just I want my cookie to have some sort of structural integrity, but still be chewy. These you just pick up and they flop because they're just
That's what I like.
moist and wet.
I'm not mad at this, honestly.
It's just a sugar cookie.
There you go.
Hey,
But filled with more sugar, and then some sugar sprinkled on top.
I am looking forward to that stomach ache. But besides, oh wait, how would you rate it? From 1 to 5 rogue AIs, how would you rate Sugar Slays?
Are more rogue AIs good or bad?
That's up to you.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate on the internet. Depending on it.
Rage bait. I think it's just fine. It is 2.5 rogue AIs. Right down the
So
middle.
right down the middle?
Right down the middle.
So you didn't define it. What about you?
You know what, though? I am going back.
Oh, so maybe it's
So I can't, maybe it's 3.
2 or 3.
I mean,
If
I would say 3.
if less is good and more is bad,
Yeah.
it's like golf.
Yeah, if it's like golf, I give it a 2.
I give it a 4.
If it's like golf? Oh, you hate it.
I mean, I don't hate it. I don't think I would ever crave it, ever. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't crave it ever, but if you put a plate in front of me right now full
I
of
have
them,
one.
I would eat more than one. I would keep eating them.
I mean, there's a plate down here.
Now, I feel like we
it's
should,
right next to his apple. His half-eaten
His
apple.
floor apple
My floor
from
apple.
months ago.
we
Why am
should
I always
mention
sick?
that Alice also enjoys Oreo flavored Coke, or is it Coke flavored Oreos?
Oh,
And
Both.
the Beetlejuice soda. I liked the Beetlejuice soda.
See, that's a bridge too far. That was basically like eating a
Ah.
Jolly
Battery
Rancher with a battery in your mouth.
But that's how the Maitlands died. The bridge.
I mean, the bridge wasn't too far.
That freaking dog.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, let's move on to the next part
Roll
of our
down
show.
your window. If you're hanging from a bridge, start rolling it down.
Yeah.
Also, it's hand crank,
Well,
not
I don't think they.
electrical.
I don't think they drown. Right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they come in and they're
Because it was just like it was basically a 10-foot drop. It's not like they died on impact.
Well,
it was just
they
like a fall over.
like that.
Yeah, but it's
The top of
Hear
the,
me
they-
talk about causes of death. Tune into Inside the More.
they had their seatbelts on though, so it was likely they drowned. They got trapped and drowned.
Oh, see, I thought it was
I've
just from the
seen
impact of both of their heads hitting the top
People
of it.
who wear seatbelts still can die from it.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't know.
I don't. Think
How
it
did the
was
Maitlands
impact.
Google it? Hey, we're gonna move on to
I
the next
think
part
it
of our
was implied
show,
that it was drowning. Sorry.
where I call what's poppin', wherein I ask my friends and neighbors what's poppin'. Hey, Alice,
Hey, me.
what's poppin'?
I watched my first studio. Is it Ghibli or Ghibli?
I say Ghibli.
Ghibli movie.
I say Ghibli.
Shit. It's like GIF. And
Nobody
GIF,
knows
except
except
it's GIF.
Native speakers
Animated. It's an animated.
of the language.
Animated. Yeah.
Ghibli.
I watched a Ghibli movie. My first one. I've somehow never seen them, and my sister is always like mortified that I've never seen them. She loves them.
Yeah.
But I
She's
watched.
right.
Yeah, I know. I watched My Neighbor Totoro, and I thought it was really cute.
Yeah?
I had a really fun time, and had a really fun experience watching it because I realized that one of my favorite episodes of Bob's Burgers has a very obvious reference to this movie.
That you never
Did
got.
you never
I
picked it
never
up?
understood.
I love that. That's
Because
cute.
it's a Thanksgiving episode. Bob is high on absinthe. He like drinks a ton of absinthe and he just passes out drunk and or high and has a weird fever dream. So I just always excused it as like, oh, this is just a weird freaking dream that he's having. And then I'm watching this movie and I'm coming to the realization, I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I was
He's
like freaking out.
Ghibli-ing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like shot for shot.
Oh, no
Same scene.
kidding.
It was really funny. It was really
Aw.
funny. Yeah. But I had a great time watching it. It was really cool. And I
So,
want to watch more.
are you a Ghibli fan now? Are you gonna
I guess.
watch more of them?
I know my sister wants me to watch Howl's Moving Castle next.
Ah, that one's all right. That's good.
Oh.
It progress like Studio Ghibli movies progress to like more mature almost as they go. A little like up and down, but mostly as they go. So like I would, since you've never seen like any of them, I would just keep horseshoeing it. Like you watch Totoro, which is super adorable.
Yeah.
I'll go all the way to like Mononoke.
That's another thing my sister
Princess Mononoke.
recommended.
And
one of my
then jump right over here to
Ponyo.
yeah.
Okay.
And then over to Spirited Away is really it's kind of cute, but
It's in
still
the
a little
middle-ish.
darkish.
Oh, yeah, it gets dark.
Yeah, like just keep going back and
Yeah.
forth, and then just don't bother with Boy and the Heron.
Yeah.
What? But Robert Pattinson.
He doesn't sound like Robert Pattinson. He sounds like this. Oh, man.
I love that he's a weird little freak. Just let me enjoy
That movie
weird
was
little
beautiful,
freaks.
but it bored the shit out of me, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is definitely interesting if you want to take a look at the life of Miyazaki.
It's definitely interesting if you want to take the look at the life of Miyazaki, but through the lens of still images that don't do anything on the screen for 5 to 10 minutes at a time.
It's pretty slow.
It's just very meditative, and it's just like it's like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I still want to
Home.
Just,
Let's go to sleep.
What's that?
I still want to see it. Just
Oh, yeah,
really
watch
just
all of them.
because Robert Pattinson.
Vicious Marshmallow in the chat said that Selena Gomez Oreos are fantastic. I have heard.
I just had some.
Oh, where are they?
I gave them to my wife and son.
I don't accept that.
Sorry.
I did look it up, and yes, they died of drowning. The Maitlands died of drowning.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, wait,
The Selena Gomez Oreos died of
died of
drowning.
drowning
Yeah.
in my stomach.
Yeah, because when they come back into the house, they're still like drippy. Yeah.
My Neighbor Totoro is surprisingly dark, some of it.
Also, if,
Yeah, I didn't expect some of that.
if they died of like being crushed, then
You'd see it.
they would.
That's
you'd see
true.
it.
In the
Like,
afterlife, they would be crushed.
The rules
You're
of that
right.
movie is just
You're
like
right.
They'd
are,
be all like the.
they are what they are. So like
You're right.
he'd have a crushed head or a broken
Shoot,
neck or
you're
something.
right.
They drowned. They
Or like how in the
peacefully.
second one chomped by a shark.
Yeah.
It was my favorite.
They peacefully drowned.
They peacefully drowned. They died in a very serene way.
Yeah.
Thrashing in a
Thrashing for air.
in a trapped car, not being able to catch their breath
down.
until
Yeah.
they perished.
It's
of
like
this
they
Lord
fell
oil.
asleep.
Yeah,
On fire.
So I fall asleep every night.
it's like they fell asleep, but were tortured beforehand
Yep.
by the loss of oxygen to
Hey,
their
Noel.
systems. Yeah.
Hey, what was popping for you this week?
Well, not unlike drowning. I watched The Bear season 4.
Uh-huh.
I thought that would be a funnier segue. We watched The Bear season 4. Did
You
you
were
guys?
a little disappointed in
I was
season
disappointed
3.
in season 3 because
I liked it more than you did, but you felt like not much happened.
well, not
like-
much happened at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was 10 episodes, and while we learned a lot about. Actually, we didn't learn anything about the characters, and we didn't go anywhere with the plot. The entire 10-episode season was just ramping up to the first review, and then that was the cliffhanger. This season, I think, was a lot better. It actually did progress character interactions. It was doing that thing that I always hate, where the conflict is derived exclusively from someone refusing to say something over and over and over again. That was the entirety of season 3. And that was most of season 4. But there does come a point when people start saying things, and it's very cathartic and it's very good. I still don't understand how it's a comedy.
Oh.
I have never cried more at a comedy before because the last 2 or 3 episodes were very effective.
Yeah.
This is a drama.
How many episodes is it?
10.
10? Oh, wow.
Yeah, 10 episodes, half hour each. They're very easy to roll through. But I thought it was the end. I remember reading when they picked up season 3, they did 3 and 4 at the same time and was like, that's the show.
Yeah.
But then I read today that they renewed it for season 5. It ended in a very, very, very good place that I think, like there are some things unanswered, but they're all implied as to what's going to happen. So it's just like, oh, this would have been a really good place to leave it. They're not.
Yeah.
So
Is that
We'll
good or
see.
bad? Are you excited or like
I like
let it die?
I really like endings. I do because like they had the show is very, very well produced and very, very pretty and perfectly edited. It's just like a very like filmic show. And they did this is not a spoiler. I don't think it's a spoiler, but they did this really wonderful thing where it's intense the whole time, but the last episode, the final episode, is basically a play. It's just 4 characters in the back talking with minimal cuts.
Okay.
And I was like, this is such a like the show itself is very navel gazy and very pretty and like but like to end it on just these 4 principals having hard conversations was like that's baller.
Nice.
And I was very happy with that. But then I guess maybe it's not
Okay.
the end.
My favorite episode so far is the Thanksgiving or Christmas episode?
There's
Dinner?
forks or fishes.
Fishes, is that what it is?
Fishes was the 7 fishes episode, and then forks is the season after that with Richie learning how to be cool. I guess I don't know.
Have you? Do you watch The Bear?
You'd like it. It's very
Oh,
good.
it's so good.
I know
It's a little stressful.
Everyone
I was
dies.
gonna say that's why I haven't watched it because it seems stressful.
So the first couple episodes, watching them with Sam, she gets very anxious about watching she gets anxious when things are heightened, and it took a really long time for her to realize that when they're showing somebody cutting something,
They're not gonna.
Yes.
they're not cutting themselves.
Same.
And I kept trying to tell her, I was
who?
like, that is not the point of this show. This show is trying to show you how competent they are effortlessly, not they're focusing on that and we're waiting for it. Like, stop it.
I was doing the
Stop
same
it.
thing. Like, oh, someone's going to lose a finger.
No, the context of the show, it's to show you like how effortlessly great they are at everything, not
Oh God, they lost a finger.
racketing tension. Like, no, not at all.
Although
So
it
like
does wreck attention.
emotionally,
Not that, yeah.
not
Yeah.
like there's not a Saw movie.
Yeah,
Or,
right,
no, it's not a Final Destination movie.
Oh my God,
Okay.
yeah.
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 That was season 4 of The Bear. It was,
Recommended.
yeah, I recommend it. If you're on the bag, absolutely. If you've never watched it, give it a shot. It's
Yeah,
a
it's
very breezy watch. Struggle to figure out how it's a comedy, even though it's just kind of cathartic at times.
Does anyone call it a comedy besides the awards that it wins?
Yeah,
Yeah, people call it a comedy.
yeah, it's literally like listed as a comedy.
Yeah.
But I also watched something else that you watched. Also, if you'd like to talk about that.
Oh my
as for
God!
What was popping in faces?
What would you guys do?
We watched a show called Ironheart,
Never heard of it.
which is a Marvel TV show on Disney Plus.
Never heard of it.
And I was not looking forward to it.
Never heard of that either.
I was like, okay, it's a Marvel show. I'll watch it. I think they've had like diminishing returns. But this one really surprised me. It started off, I think, like most other Marvel shows start off, but then it gets much better as it goes. I was also tickled because I like the Hood, who is a character who was created by Brian K. Vaughan. So if you're reading Saga, or if you read Paper Girls, or We Stand on Guard, like, he's a very good writer. And he created a hero for Marvel, or I'm sorry, a villain for Marvel called the Hood. And I was delighted to see that he was our main antagonist.
Yeah, nothing like the comic version, but
No.
still really wonderful.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. It's got Dominique Thorne as Riri Williams, Anthony Ramos from Hamilton,
No.
And
Transformers: Rise of the Beasts.
of course, classic.
Parker Robbins,
In the
the
Heights.
Hood.
I thought you were gonna say in the Heights. I was like,
No, he's the main character
And,
in Transformers
right.
8, 6, 12, whatever.
Lyric
whatever number.
Ross, and who's the other guy? Alden Ehrenreich,
Ehrenreich.
who played young Han Solo in Solo. So what did you think of this? I thought this was really fun.
I won't do spoilers, obviously, because it literally just dropped yesterday.
Yeah, I can't. The whole show's already over.
Yeah,
6 episodes.
I like that. I actually
like that.
especially with these Marvel shows. I don't think there's only been one bad one.
Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of them struggled from, that shouldn't have been a show, that should have been a movie, because it was just like stretched out to 6 hours with needless subplots. I think this also suffers from that.
Oh, really?
This could have been a 2.5 hour movie that was very tight.
Oh, I didn't feel that.
I wasn't bored, but also if this was week to week, I wouldn't be nearly as
good-
interested.
it was a good half beat.
Having it like chunked in 3 episode drops, not unlike they did with Andor, perfect.
Yeah.
But if they did week to week, it absolutely would have been a drop off, diminishing returns. Because there's, especially in the first and second act of the whole show, there was there weren't many hooks. It was just like a turned page as opposed to the next episode.
Oh, I thought they had some good.
They had some good, but not for
Cliffhangers.
every all six
Sure.
of them. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if it was week to week, I think Acolyte suffered from this too. Like if there were drops, then it would have been like, like propelled into the next one. But no, it was like episodes would just kind of end with
To be
a
continued.
bit of a sigh, as opposed to I can't wait to tune in.
Right.
And I think that most of these streaming shows
Need to get better at that.
very much like they need to call their shot. Are you going to be weekly? Or are you going to be drops? Because if so, plot it accordingly. Because I think this would have been an amazing like 2 and change movie. Like the first 2 or 3 heists. Okay, I think they could have tightened it up and would have been really, really, really good.
See,
but I
feel
loved
like
it.
It blew by. I did not feel like I wasn't bored at any point. I didn't feel like I needed to trim any of it.
I wasn't bored.
I'm giving my opinion on
but
it.
I just like I don't want to like I wasn't bored. It was very good.
Yeah.
But I would have loved to see this on the big screen in a more like tighter version.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I think it would have done fantastically. Production value is great.
It's a good looking. At one point, I was like, man, there's some good effects for a show.
Production value is
Like
great. The emotional beats are great. Like there's some really amazing ideas in this that they deviate from the comic in the best way possible.
Yep.
I think I would have loved to see this on the big screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I really would have. I think it would have.
As it is, I feel like it's the online douchery is always a problem when a show like this comes along. It's not starring a straight white. So I'm a little nervous that it won't get a season 2, but at the way that this ended, we finished it. The last 3 dropped yesterday, and Sushan and I just plowed through it, which, when you were saying if we were going to be talking about it this week, and I was like, oh, the last 3 episodes drop the day before the podcast. I don't think I'm going to get through that. And then we were just like, done.
Yeah.
So the fact that the way it ended makes me nervous that we're not going to get a season 2 because of all the review bombing and everyone's all mad.
So you liked the ending?
I did.
All right.
It's not what I would anticipate a hero's choice to be.
I am still not sure that she did.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Because there's other I can't tell it. Like I think it's a little open ended.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't spoil it.
Yeah.
But I recommend it. I think if you're a Marvel fan, I think it's worth watching. I think it's really fun. And it's a lot better than a lot of the other, Marvel shows.
You don't even have to be a Marvel fan. It's mostly agnostic of like Marvel
that's
continuity.
True. You don't need,
It's almost largely agnostic of Marvel continuity. They mentioned Tony Stark like twice.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Oh, and they mentioned Wakanda like twice, but it has nothing to do with the plot.
That's true.
It is a very entry-level, happy show that just invests you. Even though she was in the Wakanda movie, her suit is 10 times better in this movie, in this show. I hated it in Wakanda
the suit
Forever.
in Wakanda Forever sucked.
So much.
Yeah.
I don't know how she made that out of that. Yeah. That's real twisty logic, but it was still pretty. It was way cooler looking.
Oh yeah. I like the secondary costume,
and I like they did a lot of like deep Iron Man comic references and kind of placed them into her continuity in the movies, which is really cool. I whether this is another show, she's going to be in another movie or a Champions thing, I don't care. Just more. Yeah.
I also like that it does not suffer from what I think a lot of Marvel has suffered from over the years, which is you have your protagonist and then your antagonist is just the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Like it's just, or not opposite, but it's the same dude, but bad. It's like, I'm Iron Man. Ironmonger is just a bad Iron Man.
They did that, but they didn't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was sneaky the way they did it, because by the end of the show, I was like, oh, it kind of is, but it isn't. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. I think it's really worth your time. Do you have any plans on? Do you care? Do you know? Yeah, check it out.
Also, too, it should be noted that it was being review bombed before it was released.
Yes. Yeah.
So anybody that does the whole like, it's just, I wish they would just tell good stories. You didn't watch it yet.
Yeah.
And you're review bombing it. So you're a child. You're a baby.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
You can competently not like something, but if you're a petulant child, then your opinion is void.
I actually never even bother looking at.
I was an
numbers
article
on
I saw an article shared with me about how like the show already has an audience rating of 3.2 out of 5
before it came out.
Like no audiences have seen it.
Yeah.
Period. And it's already at 3.2.
So anyway, check out Ironheart on Disney Plus when you get a chance, which is immediately after the show. After we're done here, go watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the bear, Ironheart.
Yeah.
Or 2 screens. They're very complementary shows.
Yeah.
In so many ways that I can't describe.
Speaking of technology, let's move on to our main review of M3GAN 2.0, which is PG-13, sadly, in theaters now. PG-13, sadly, in theaters now.
Sadly in theaters now.
Based on characters created by Akela Cooper and James Wan.
Akela Cooper. Yeah.
Swan. Written and directed by Gerard Johnstone, who also directed the first one, I believe. Yeah. Yep. Starring Allison Williams, Ivana
Sakno.
That's what I said. Jenna Davis, Violet McGraw, Aristotle Atari.
Atari.
Damn it! You read him. Jen Van Epps, and
Brian Jordan Alvarez.
2 years.
Just one eye. He's allowed.
Sorry. 2 years after M3GAN, a marvel of artificial intelligence, went rogue and embarked on a murderous rampage. Oh, Rampage. R.I.P. Rampage. Its creators, Gemma, has become an advocate for government oversight of AI. Unbeknownst to her, a defense contractor has created a military-grade weapon known as Amelia, the ultimate infiltration spy. However, as Amelia's self-awareness increases, it becomes less interested in taking orders. Hoping to stop Amelia, Gemma decides to resurrect M3GAN, making it faster, stronger, and more lethal. And also taller. It's got a Rotten Tomatoes of 57%, but an 83% audience score. Metacritic has it at a 54%, and Cinema Score has it at a B+.
Whenever I see a
It's
Rotten
pretty
Tomatoes
average.
score with a low critic score and a high audience score, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I love
There's
bad
like,
movies.
There's like no science to it.
It just
And
like
so much as like the aggregation, like the delta between critical exploration and just audience reaction.
yeah. Whenever the audience reaction is crazy good and critics say it's terrible, I'm like, I'm gonna love it. It's gonna be bad and I'm gonna love it.
Yeah.
This is-
Let's talk about the first one.
Okay. I will say that the
I just
first
get up and start TikTok dancing.
M3GAN
Which camera?
1.0, I think, suffered from being way too close to the Child's Play remake, in that the new version of Chucky does a lot of the things, or is capable of doing a lot of the things that M3GAN can do, which is like connecting to other things to murder you with. It's not just like a doll, a very small doll running around and beating you to death with a ruler. It can take over your car, all sorts of stuff. Take over, what are those things called? They like fly around?
Drones.
Drones,
I forgot
stuff
about
like that.
The Child's Play remake was pretty darn good.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Still
Yeah.
haven't seen the remake.
It's pretty darn good. And like separate yourself from Chucky.
Yeah.
It's pretty darn good.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I
Taking
love Chucky.
that
I
idea
know
of Chucky as a child's plaything and updating it for modern toys, I think worked really
It
well.
was awesome.
Yeah, and so watching M3GAN 1, it was kind of hard not to compare it directly to Child's Play.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that she is a person-sized doll. It makes it a little bit easier, I think, to film than like a little puppet. And
I
then
love puppets.
I do, wet puppets.
Wet
They
puppets.
have to be sloppy.
But I think
Sloppy, slick.
it also
slimy puppets.
did not go for it as much as I would have wanted to. The fact that they trimmed it for a PG-13 and didn't make it an R horror movie, I think hurt it. So otherwise, I thought it was a fun, kind of forgettable experience. Like I didn't hate it, but I was like, oh, this is cute enough, and then went about my life. That's where I was with it.
What about you?
I watched M3GAN for the first time when I had COVID for the first time, and I had a fever of 103, and it was a great time. I was,
So you might as well have been high as a kite.
yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was, the same thing with like it being PG-13 versus R. But I thought we were talking about this earlier. I think it's like a good gateway horror movie for like 13-year-olds or kids. Not like, I don't know. I think back at like the horror movies that I watched for the first time when I was 12 or 13, and I'm like, they're so bad. They're so corny. But I was like, it's what I had access to, and it's what got me into it. So I loved it. I picture her running on all fours every time I
that's
think
a good,
of it.
yeah.
When she's like in the woods and she starts chasing the kid on all fours.
That's like the only really good sequence.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's the best sequence
It is
in
the
the
best.
in the movie.
Yeah. And then I was just laughing at the rest of it, and
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Yeah,
Um,
but I knew it wasn't good. Like it's one of those things. Like I love bad movies, so I was like, this is
I
up my
don't
alley.
hate M3GAN. I was disappointed. It felt like a movie that didn't know what it wanted to be and didn't commit to any of them.
Yes.
And I don't even mean in rating or violence. I'm talking about like the movie starts with one of the most pointed and hilarious satirical toy commercials.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
It was so good. Like it's a toy commercial that's like it's the little friend dolls that are in the movie about how they help kids and this and that, and it's terrifying what they're saying, but they're doing it like with bubbles, and it's really like I was like, holy shit, if this is the tone of the movie where they know that they're in on the joke and it's going to like be biting, let's go. Yeah. Then it quickly dropped that to be a subpar sci-fi movie. And I mean sci-fi SYFY.
Oh, wow. Oh, sci-fi. Okay. Yikes.
But then had a couple of really fun sequences.
Yeah.
But then went back to being terrible. Yeah. It was just like I wish that they committed to a lane, like go full satire, go full horror. You can't always get away with being like emotionally effective and then winking. Sometimes you just have to wink, and sometimes you just have to be a horror. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it balanced it well. So I enjoyed watching it, and I was like, I don't hate this, but it was wildly unforgettable. And I feel like the only thing that was really, really successful about the first one, other than the box office, was the ad campaign. The fact that it was just everywhere. Like, M3GAN became a bit of a TikTok icon and meme, despite the movie being fine. I don't think because the movie was fun. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no.
I think she became popular despite the movie's kind of weaknesses, and then it just propelled people to like keep buying tickets because it made a lot of money.
It did,
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you guys think of M3GAN 2 Electric Boogaloo? Return to Oz.
I really enjoyed it. Return to Oz. I really enjoyed it. It felt a little long. There were some parts where
It was 2 hours. Why is this movie more than 89 minutes?
it was long.
Yeah.
There were some parts where I was like, all right,
Yeah.
we're doing this again. But then it quickly picked up. There were so many bits where I was like, I'm back. Like, all right, they got me again.
Yeah.
I'm back in.
Can I have some?
Oh, do you want some?
I
So
want Kai's fruit snacks.
we went together to go see it.
Yes.
And I think it was, at first we were the only two in the theater, but then I think eventually 2 other people showed up.
Yeah.
And I feel like we had a blast.
Yeah.
4 people?
4 people.
All 4 of us had a great time.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more than company. A little less than a crowd.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. We, I think we were both sort of like, this is fine. But then at
Yeah.
a certain point, we kind of like locked in.
Yeah.
It did a
I think I
bit.
like slapped you on the arm and I started cracking up
Yeah.
and I was like, okay,
all right,
I'm back in.
We've got sucked in. So yeah. But no, I agree that it was long.
Yeah. We also went to a later showing, which is rough for me. So I was like, oh my God, I'm so sleepy. So that's also why it probably felt long to me. 'Cause I didn't think 2 hours was going to feel. I felt every minute of that 2 hours.
Do you recommend it? Do you think it's...
Depending on your taste, yeah. If you're like me and you like trashy, like this isn't even horror. This is more
No.
action. No, trashy, just like just a funny, stupid time. Yeah, recommend it. Like, yeah. If you like bad movies like I do, like,
I love bad movies.
yeah. But you didn't love this.
I will not tell you until it's my turn. I love that you guys don't know what I thought of this movie.
I know.
And I want to do that. I kind of want to do that forever now.
Okay.
Great.
Like, never know
We all,
what we're
we
getting
get,
until
like,
it's live.
Yes.
Yeah, we just
Every
started
time.
taking bets.
Like Gladiator. We'll do.
We'll, like, before every review, we will on a piece of paper write what each one of us thinks and just
that's
like put
fun.
it aside.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like it better if we're just guessing what you think because you're the one person I feel
Yeah.
like who
'Cause
can hide.
I'm
is a little more chill.
I'm the biggest curmudgeon in this room. And
You're also
I'm
just-
fine with that.
I'm the least chill, so people know when I like something because I can't hide it.
I have the same problem with my face.
We all have.
Yeah, like I said, I went into this being like, well, we'll see how this goes. I know it's a very different sort of vibe than the first one. And this is absolutely not a horror movie.
No.
I think it makes a jump to a couple like different genre, action comedy, right? And I like that this movie knows what it is. Like you said earlier, you just wanted them to go for it and sort of like pick a lane. And I feel like they did that with this one specifically. It's very much an action comedy. There's some kills to it, but the kills are so PG-13 that they barely even register.
Yeah, they're like, you see the motion and then blood spatter. And
Yeah,
like, yeah,
and that's it.
yeah,
It's toothless.
yeah.
Yes. But there are at least 3 bits in this movie that had me cackling.
Yeah.
That really charmed me and did something new and interesting that I hadn't really seen, except for maybe in, oh man, what is that movie that's not starring Tom Hardy? Upgrade.
That movie's awesome.
Upgrade's awesome.
Have you seen Upgrade?
No.
Oh, so good.
Starring not Tom Hardy. It's really good. It did the
Bad
Venom.
deal.
It did the Tom Hardy Venom thing before Venom did it. And this does a similar thing here. And I was just so wowed by that sequence that I was like, all right, I guess I'm in. I guess I'm enjoying this movie. And there's a a song number that happens that cackling the
That
whole
was the
time.
slappy part.
She was slapping me.
Across the face.
There's a song.
backhanded.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
So we're not going to spoil the movie until we get in the spoilers, but yeah, I thought this was kind of a blast. I don't know if I'm ever going to rewatch it, but going to the theater and sitting and having a good time was super pleasant. Yeah, but it's not a good movie, but it definitely knows what it is.
Okay.
What did you think?
Okay, you guys ready?
I'm ready. Wait, no, shut up. Pink's in the chat saying, I sent an email yesterday to Alice, but that was my quota for the
I gotta
week.
Check my email again.
My roommate turned bestie in grad school who de-straight edged me onto pot used to order us those cookies all the time. I have no idea what they taste like while straight. They're very sugary.
It's like chewing on a stick of butter and then washing it down with maybe like a teaspoon of sugar. Yeah.
Delicious.
Tablespoon.
Salted butter.
It's my favorite snack.
So I saw this.
Stick of butter dipped in sugar.
I have to prepare myself. I saw this on Tuesday, earlier in the evening, like a 6 o'clock show,
Okay.
or 4. It was the temperature in the theater was great.
Set the stage.
I got some popcorn.
Butter.
No butter.
What I did was I used my rewards points to get a small popcorn and then upgraded it with my discount.
Oh, shit.
97 cents for a medium popcorn.
Nice.
Yeah, it was kind of worth it. There's maybe 10 people in the auditorium with me. It was a large auditorium. And for some reason, they all sat behind me, like right behind me. And
In one seat. All 10 of them were just in one seat directly behind
I
the
didn't look behind me
Yeah.
to verify. Absolutely a baby.
Ugh.
Just absolutely a baby. Did pretty well, but every once in a while there'd be like and then would quiet.
Classic baby.
Yeah. Boom.
Noel's never met a baby.
I've also never met a cat. Just a Cooper. So I was ready to enjoy my time, and it was really bad for roughly over an hour into the movie. I started getting really anxious.
Oh.
Like
you felt trapped in the theater?
Yeah, like it was 25 minutes of trailers and like the dialogue is wooden. The plot makes no sense. People have things and they're wiped. Like 90% of exposition is in fucking dumps. And then all of a sudden Jermaine Clement is there and he's not funny. And I just was having a really, really bad time. And then I wasn't. Because as soon as she sings Kate Bush's Woman's Work, it was awkward. And then she kept singing.
Yeah.
And it was funny.
Yeah.
And then she continued to finish the song.
Yeah. Oh, and what did she say? She says,
then
please don't go to the chorus.
And then she covers her mouth and has like the hardest line of the whole movie. I was just like, why the fuck did I have to wait an hour to get to the parts that are actually worth it?
Yeah.
And also,
That's
too.
where we locked in.
And
That's
also,
where,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
The whole first hour was the most boringly staged, poorly lit, made for TV movie trash. It just wasn't even a pretty movie. And then when they get to like that back half, the camera moves.
Yeah.
There's like
Yes.
fun tricks. It's like a tale of two movies where one knew it was fun and the other one was just boring as all holy fuck and I
Getting us
couldn't
there.
stand it.
Yeah.
I felt
Could not stand
similarly, like when I was saying I felt like every minute of that 2 hours. It was really just like the first hour.
The
That first
hour
hour
was-
was 2 hours.
Was
Yeah.
so bad. Like almost bad enough to I've never walked out of a movie, but almost walk out bad.
It did have my favorite
I was-
line.
Wasn't that
I
bad
was
at it.
so annoyed with the first half of this movie. Even the fucking Knight Rider theme that was so on the nose placed. It was like a dad joke algorithm wrote this movie. It was terrible. And then it had a sense of humor and it was very cheeky and it was really, really fun. And the camera work was wonderful.
Yeah.
And the action
There's
became
a couple really
there
excellent
was
shots in
there
this
was
movie.
action sequences before that, but they were the most boringly staged things I've ever seen. And then all of a sudden the second half of the movie has like cool crane shots and what is it when they like static shots where the camera moves with the person
Yeah.
and like whipped around and stuff.
I'm a sucker for that shot.
it was
If
like-
someone's doing a flip and the camera does the
Flips
flip
with them?
with the person doing the flip, I'm like, that's it. I'm in.
But the movie like had sauce out of nowhere, and it was a fun watch. But I still don't know if it was worth dealing with the first half of it for.
Oh, see, I didn't have that bad of an experience as you guys did with the first hour. I was at least kind of like, I wasn't bored. I'll say that.
It felt like
I
a
wasn't
chore.
bored.
It felt like a chore.
Yeah.
Maybe like I was like about. I was like, okay, I'm excited for this in like 20 minutes, and then it like lost me for a little bit, and I was like, oh my god, it's so long, and then it
Even
ramped
the
up.
side characters became wonderful. Like when are we gonna get into spoilers?
Do you recommend the movie? You don't know. You recommend the last part of the movie. The
I
last
recommend
half.
I recommend this being a.
Sneak into the theater halfway through.
No, this is a really good passive watch. Unfortunately, look, if you've got like a rewards thing and you're looking for something to do at the theater, like yeah, sure, it's worth it. First half is boring, second half is fun, but it's a good streamer on like a drunk or high Saturday night. Yeah, it's solid. I guess I recommend it. I tacitly recommend it. I would love to see more of the second half vibes if they did anything else, but
See, I even liked. I liked before she even. Oh, you know what? Okay, I recommend it. I think it's fun. I think if you liked M3GAN 1, you can go see M3GAN 2.0 and have a totally fine time.
Noel just got
This-
so excited that
the
you said
sec-
the right name.
M3GAN.
Instead of M3GAN,
I saw your face light up. I'm
I
like,
did it for him.
The second hour of this movie is better than the first movie.
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Altogether.
Because it hits a stride and it knows what it is.
Yeah. Why did it take a movie and a half to fucking get there?
I am.
Let's-
Do you
come on.
recommend it?
Yes.
You recommend it. We're going to move into spoilers for M3GAN 2.0 starting now. Go.
Aristotle Atari, Christian,
Oh, God damn it.
fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
I adored his character the second half of the movie. Yeah, Christian. But he was so like milquetoast, not even douchey, just boring. And like, oh, he's gonna be a victim. It's gonna be fun to watch him die because he's like a little twerpy guy. And then he becomes like the villain, but he never changes character. And it becomes a wonderful parody of a mastermind without him trying that hard. Of just like,
And he also
I'm
doesn't-
strangely okay with it.
Yeah,
he's
and
just,
like-
he's so
That she's strapped down and he's having a conversation with her. She's on like what would you call it? Like a 007 murder table, torture table. And he's talking to her and he just doesn't seem to understand. He's like, oh no, we'll get through it. It's fine.
he's
It'll be
a
fine.
sociopath, and
Yeah.
it's
Don't
hilarious.
talk to them about like reprogramming that. She's like, I could never love you or something. She's like, well, we'll figure
work
it
on
out.
that.
We'll work
Yeah.
on
Work
that.
on that.
And
Yeah.
he's like,
He used to
we'll
be on
work
Saturday Night Live. He's hilarious.
No idea who that guy
Yeah.
is.
I didn't know either.
Oh.
He was wonderful. I don't think I needed her team. Like they seem to just be there to serve the plot as opposed to like characters that matter. But it was stupid. It was all wonderfully stupid. Like she says early in the movie, and I wasn't asleep, so I clocked it, of like, you put an AI in a human brain and they'll take over. I was
She's
like,
not gonna ride shotgun. Yeah.
yeah, she's not gonna run check on. I was like, oh, we get to see that. That's wonderful, and it's really funny. Like, Allison Williams seems like she's having a really fun time
Yeah.
in the second half of this movie.
Allison Williams in that sequence. That's what
Where she's
that's my
unconscious
takeaway from this whole
and
movie.
then
yeah.
fighting
is
with her
her
floppy
being
body.
asleep
Her
while
stardusted.
while her exoskeleton is M3GANing her way through an entire fight sequence.
That was
and
fun.
she's just asleep the whole time. I was like, this is wonderful.
That was
I
fun.
love this. So yeah, that's when I was really in and just kind of cackling. And even I think it's kind of creative that they took that. I did not see it coming. Maybe I'm dumb, but that exoskeleton that we're talking about, the fact that it eventually becomes a murder weapon, like she's able to take it over. I was kind of like, oh, that's kind of cool too. That's really fun. I like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, did you see that coming? Or
No, not really. I wasn't really thinking that much about the first part of the movie. But
There was one in the first half. There was one kind of creepy sequence when she's walking through all of the screens and monitors and projecting herself. I was like, that could be eerie.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the first half was such a struggle, but I had so much fun with the second half.
Oh, I even
so
liked
much
it
fun.
when she's in the little
Oh, the little guy.
that little doll. I thought
Moxie.
that was really fun too. And that's before we get to the song.
The first half did
So
have my favorite line that, like, from the minute I watched the trailer and I heard that line, I was like, I need to see this movie. Hold on to your vaginas.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, what was it? Do you want me to get a printout so you can read this at your
Oh
own
my god,
pace?
yeah.
So, I love that line.
So you can read this at your own
I didn't laugh at the hold on to your vaginas. It was the
She means vulvas.
hold on.
Maybe? I don't know.
She's something about a yeasty vagina later in the movie, and that was
Oh
actually a
yeah,
good
she
hit.
was like reading the lips of Christiane's lips.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, yeah, he
That
said
was-
something about can't wait to meet with China, but she translated it to I have a yeasty
vagina. That was very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a really fun, it was a fun time at the movies that I wish was shorter.
Yeah. No, I think we all agreed. We could have trimmed a good 25 minutes off of this movie.
Yeah.
And made it nice and toy.
But the towards the end, the people behind me like quieted down because they locked in also.
The baby locked in too.
The baby locked in. Actually, I think the baby was drunk, passed
That's
out.
why it sounded like a cat. I get it.
The couple to the left of me behind me, he said loudly, I think it was right before or right after she hit the bomb and blah, blah, blah. He said very loudly, "This ain't that bad." And I agreed.
Yeah.
Because that's
I concur, sir.
that's the kind of like, in a movie theater, that's kind of like you're with the movie. That's fine. Like, yeah, he's kind of right. This isn't that bad. Yeah. But it was good. It was good stuff.
Oh man,
I'm glad
that surprised me. I thought your whole experience was going to be your first hour reaction. So the fact that it actually pulled you in the second
did
half,
too.
I'm surprised.
I did too.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was more fun than it had any right to be.
I'm glad.
Again, I can't stress enough. Only the second half
Yeah.
was more fun than it had any right to be. I still don't know if the first half was worth it because I thought it was like not even school.
It wasn't that bad.
Student film.
This is-
Yeah.
It was
That's a
student
lot.
film.
I
student
was
film
so
terrible.
I understand your anxious reaction when like you're stuck in a movie theater and you're like, oh my god, this is going on forever. That's how I felt during what did we watch? Borderlands.
Oh, okay.
Borderlands. I was like, oh my god,
That
I
was
have to sit here
at
for this.
I was at one of those. It's not movie tavern, but it's movie tavern-esque, and going to see Les Mis.
Oh.
The same way that you were like anxious and I had to like my body was reacting and I just felt so trapped and I couldn't leave and I was just so miserable and like I was like, you know what, this is fine. I will just fall asleep in this movie theater.
You should have just called the waitress and got some more drinks.
Yeah,
You were in a movie tavern.
but like
This is the button.
I couldn't even fall asleep to make it go faster, and I was just it was a awful experience. But anyway, anything else about M3GAN 2.0?
Yeah, it was fine.
Oh,
I want to do a makeup look when when her face gets like torn off.
That was all good.
I want to do a
gnarly.
makeup
It was
look like
good. It was
that.
all good.
I've been needing inspiration and I found it. And I'm
Violet McGraw, who plays Katie, the young girl from the first one and the slightly older girl in the second one, I had to look her up to see her have an interview as just Violet as the actress. She is doing such a strange affectation in both of these movies, and she sounds nothing like that. She just talks like a normal person, but in these movies, she's doing like a strange sort of weird voice.
Like wooden thing?
Yeah, like a weird wooden thing.
But that's it. So I was saying earlier, she's also been in some Mike Flanagan things.
Yeah.
And I first saw her when she was really young in Haunting of Hill House. She's young now, and her voice sounded similar
same
then.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just.
So I don't
does
know if
this-
that's just
her
her voice.
method.
Sometimes
I
don't know.
guess. Yeah.
It's called the mid-Atlantic accent.
Yeah, it
don't
wasn't
know.
quite like that, but yeah, it was like a different
You
inflection.
like the 1960s television kind of like, and that is when we go this way.
Yeah.
It's like a mid-Atlantic kind of,
Strange.
almost like high speak that they used to do on television.
Anyway, but yeah,
Mm,
turns out she talks totally normal. But in these movies,
I just thought she was a bad actor.
oh, possibly.
Wow.
I mean, not everybody's right for every role. I was just like, okay, good delivery.
Oh well.
And then like she's supposed to be what is it? A keto?
Yeah.
That was really funny when she broke that girl's arm.
Oh my god, yeah.
I even like the lead up to that, where she's trying to do all of the Steven Seagal references,
That was funny.
and she's like, "Come on!"
no, not his arm.
The girl's arm in the beginning.
The girl's arm in the beginning.
that was bullying her.
Oh,
Walker.
oh, right.
That was hilarious though. Like,
Yeah.
All the
absolutely
Steven Seagal
hilarious.
Trying to like
stare.
just
wink.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
Megan
nice.
Small.
M3GAN versus Small Wonder. Make it happen, says Pink.
They sound like the
Ask your
movies.
grandparents what Small Wonder
Pink.
was.
Yes, this is a movie that would have been on in the RoboCop universe. 100%.
Ooh.
You have the calculator up.
Oh, sorry.
It's interesting.
I also strange that M3GAN
He
has
just spelled
a mask,
Your boobies.
but then the the AI just a normal lady.
She's not an AI.
Oh, I'm sorry, she's not an AI. You're right.
She's an AI.
Oh, that was a nice little twist.
Oh yeah,
The fact
yeah.
that she was an AI.
She was a
That
puppet.
was-
Yeah,
Christian.
that whole Christian's puppet. That was actually pretty cool. I like that a lot.
He's fun. The second half was really good.
Yeah.
It was very. I was impressed by what this movie became, but not at all about what it was.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Are you down for M3GAN 3.0?
I think they need a different director.
They would have to do M 3.0 again.
M3.0 again. Rolls off the tongue.
I don't think it will.
I was like, I hate everything that's
Yeah.
happening here.
I was on board until now.
You ruined it, Alice. Good job.
It's okay. We'll save that time. It did not make money.
I know. It made like 10 mil.
It only made 10 million. Now
25 million
Wow.
budget.
it
or-
will make its money back. It will do well eventually, but they were wildly overzealous with this movie. Like they had a modest hit that came out in like March of 2022, and they were like, "Fuck it,
Yeah.
let's double the budget.
Go.
Let's double the budget. Let's put it out in the summer. When? We'll compete with F1 and Jurassic World. Let's go." Like, no, dude. Now this was everyone's fourth choice this weekend, and yeah, this movie would have made so much more money in September, next March. You know, like, it's not a summer movie.
I never
This is
pay
not a summer
attention
movie.
to movie release dates at all.
I mean, their job is to.
No,
and
no,
they
I'm
did
just
not.
saying. It's crazy how much that affects a release.
No, bro, it's not. Yes, but it's also like, it costs money.
Yeah.
To go to the movies, like it's $20 a ticket in some places, so $40 to go see M3GAN, which is this movie you kind of enjoyed, a sequel to, or Superman, the movie that everyone's going to be talking about.
Saving the
like
money for Superman.
Right.
It's not like 10 years ago where people just kept going. We're like on the precipice of a recession. It was pretty overzealous for them to think that M3GAN would have competed with dinosaurs and Brad Pitt and the Fantastic
It's
Four.
funny though. I saw this movie. I didn't see any of those movies.
Well, one just came out today. The other one, Jurassic World.
Oh, did that come out today?
Yeah,
Nice. You already saw it.
I did.
You son of a bitch.
We're gonna talk about it next week.
Yeah.
Not me.
Speaking of oh,
Sorry, I won't be here next week.
jerk.
What?
I'm okay. I was like, I told you.
Maybe Sam will join us. She loves
Ooh.
dinosaurs.
Oh, she brought snacks. I think. Is that what you're dangling? Are you dangling snacks? Bring them.
Yeah,
Bring it. Get over here.
Yeah, the other Bartocci was a snack bringer last time. Fruit
Gummy
gummies?
blocks. Oh, they're like little Legos.
Pineapple 4D pineapple burst fruit gummies. Yeah, we're doing this.
Right now.
We're doing this. Oh,
what?
she hit it.
It's our show. We can do whatever we want. You want a
Oh, I'm
gummy
not
Lego?
sure. Yeah.
Oh wait, no.
Wait, hang on.
Oh yeah, you need to put them together.
Smell it.
Oh, my
God.
they're So.
This actually smells like pineapple rind.
Oh, I grabbed something.
Look at that. It actually Legos.
Oh my god, they do.
Hi, look.
Ah! I dropped mine.
I'm gonna bring you gummy Legos.
Trade.
Look at them.
Oh,
What?
Huh.
What?
they're very wet inside. They don't burst
Oh yeah.
with juice, but the consistency of the inside is very different than the consistency of the
There's
outside.
something in there. You can see it.
Is it juice burst?
Oh, it's Juice Burst, bro.
Is it?
Oh, bro. Juice Burst all the way.
Why did you get
Juice Burst all day.
I love Legos and I love candy.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
We could take these home with us, right?
I would like to take
Oh.
Kai some. What's that?
I'm a child,
No.
so she's like, "Your eye hurts. Here's some candy."
All right.
Thank you.
We get to also enjoy.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us this week. See us next week when Noel and I, and possibly a guest star, will be talking about Jurassic World
Rebirth.
Rebirth. Email us at cultpopgo@gmail.com and let us know what you thought of M3GAN 2.0 or M3GAN.
And from what I understand, if you go see F1, see it in IMAX.
Ooh.
That's what
I thought
everyone
you
says.
didn't see it yet?
No,
Oh, I thought you were going to see it.
I want to. Very much.
Also, let us know what your favorite murderous toy movie is. Could be a doll. Could be
and why it's not Child's Play. Or Child's Play 2.
Pink says,
Hurts.
thanks so much for hanging out with us, and we'll talk at you later.
Doo-doo-doo.